Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you the details of this gorgeous car. This is the new Renault 5 and just look at this design, this sort of like the retro modern look. I adore it, really. It looks so good. It's a proper eye catcher on the road. A lot of people are asking about the car, looking at it. So yeah, definitely a huge thumb up from me. I want to hear your thoughts. How do you like the design? Now you see here on the front, just look at the headlamps. There's like the eyes of the car, daytime running LEDs, and then here they turn into indicators as well, as you can see. And then the main units are here. You also see the details such as the French flag. How cool is that? New Renault badge, and overall, yeah, very cool and cute, I would say. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts? How do you like the design? Car sits on the Ampere small platform. 3 meters 92 is the length of the car. You can notice the short overhangs. 2 meters 54 is the length of the wheelbase. Let me show you this, the battery charge indicator on the bonnet. How cool is that? This is flickering just on the camera, but yeah, during the charge you can then also see this moving, so very cool. Have the lettering battery in here. And now, since we are here, let me show you the wheels. These are the 18-inch wheels with the lovely dual tone, and look at this wheel cap, looking gorgeous. 195/55 R18, that's the dimension of the tires. Gloss black wheel arches, and the side skirts have the stickers here, so you can customize and personalize the car. A lot of options are here. Here is the charging port. I will talk more about the specifications a bit later on. You can also see this sort of like the satin red finish, and then the gloss black roof. So we have the dual tone on this one. And here is how it looks from the rear. So let me lock it and unlock it once again. And just how nice do these taillights look. And let me show you them from close, because they have this beautiful 3D pattern. Look at this. You can see the shape, and then this is also, of course, for the aerodynamics as well, but also gives it a gorgeous look. The lights are connected with this element. You see also the Renault lettering and the 5 as well. And from this angle, now, how gorgeous is this, really? I mean, I can't get enough of this design. I want to hear your thoughts. And pop yellow is the name of the color. There are some in-your-face colors available, and I think a car like this needs to be specced with a color like this. I also quite like the green one, and yeah, some optimistic colors. Tell me in the comments what would be your spec for this car. And now let me show you the trunk space. Wide tailgate opening. Here we are greeted with 326 liters of space, so quite decent. And also you have this nice square shape. So I think, you know, pretty good for a car of this size. Hook here for your shopping bags on both sides, actually. And yeah, now let's close the tailgate. And let's check out the interior. And before we move on inside, of course you have this nice animation upon entering the car, but take a look at those seats. Look at the pattern, the colors, they are so comfortable. I've been driving yesterday almost all day in the car, and yeah, definitely a very nice and smooth drive. The layout here in front of the driver, I will show you that in a moment. Let's just take a look at the door panel with pretty big door pocket here, and the standard switches for the windows and the mirrors. Now let's see it from driver's perspective. Starting with the wider view 3-spoke steering wheel here in front of us, 10.1-inch digital cockpit, 10-inch main touchscreen. I really love the pattern here. Just look at this Renault 5 lettering, ambient lights. I will show you different colors as well. Now let's change the view and let me show you more details. All right then, here the steering wheel has got the physical buttons. With this one you can change between different views that are available here in front of you. So various digital cockpit views. And then you also see the multi-sense button. So with this one, you change between different modes. So you see Eco, Sport, Perso, and Comfort. There we go. I will also show you the settings for those in a moment. The gear selector is here, so you have reverse neutral drive and B mode. B mode is for more recuperation of energy. Here is the 10-inch touchscreen, and underneath it we have the air vents and the physical buttons for the AC, which is always nice to see. So you see here we change the air blower settings and then the temperature on those. You can turn it off here, and also you have various settings. So very nice and convenient. Hazard lights are here, lock button, then electronic parking brake and the auto hold, storage area and 2 USB-C ports, 12-volt power supply, wireless charging pad for your phone. Here's the key, and this is the baguette holder. Now, how cool is that? You go in the morning, you buy a baguette, put it here, drive back home and enjoy your breakfast. So nice, and yeah, definitely a nice French thing to have the baguette holder. Now moving on, here you have the storage compartment, and you can have the 3D prints here as well, different options and customization available. Storage compartment, here underneath the middle armrest. And speaking about storage, here is the glove compartment. And while we are here, let me show you the specs for the model in our video. So we have the iconic trim 150 horsepower version. So 39,190 euros with all the options that we have here. So for example, Harman Kardon surround system, and then package driving, 18-inch wheels, OpenR-Link 10.1-inch Harman Kardon Google services, and navigation, cable for charging at home charging. So the standard one. Those are the options here, and the pop yellow color with black ETOILE roof. How cool is that? Looks very nice. 39,190 euros is the price with all the options that you see here. And yeah, now let me show you the infotainment system. So it's a well-known system from Renault, OpenR-Link with Google built in. I'm a huge fan of it. It's very intuitive, very fast. Okay, so let's check it out. You have the Google Maps, and then you can have the full screen like this. Of course, very fast and easy to use. You have the charging stations in here, as you can see. And then if we search for a destination, so for example, let's put Milano. There we go. Now it will load the route, you see here, but also it says multiple charges needed. So we have the stops as well. Now if we press start, you see it will tell you where you need to go, how much charge you will have, and then for how long you need to charge. So in this case, let me show you the first charging stop. There we go. So you see first one, and then second, and this is your route planned. There we go. So definitely very convenient. Let's exit navigation now. There we go. Then here, of course, the radio, phone connection, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then these are the settings for the car, various drive modes, and you see now it is changing the ambient lights as well. And let's see what we can configure here in the Perso. So you have driving, engine can be configured, then steering effort, as well as the vehicle dynamics. Those are for driving, and then life on board for the ambient lights, and then you can change between different colors. And this yellow actually really suits the car. Let's go back, and yeah, those are the options. And then here you have the energy, then program, battery. You can set the maximum like this, settings, and yeah, also heated seats for the driver and passenger, and heated steering wheel as well. Then driving assist systems, 25 driver assist and safety systems are available in this car, and you can configure them out here. Vehicle settings, cockpit, so for the screen, and you can also adjust the turn indicator sound volume. Let's put the high. I quite like the sound, so I will put it too high. And also, let me show you here on the right side of the digital cockpit, you can have various information about the drive, or you can have like the full screen, and then change the digital cockpit views here that I already showed you. And by pressing this, so press again for my safety perso, now you activated your personal settings, so you can adjust these settings how you want them to work in terms of driver assistance safety systems. And then by pressing this twice, the car will automatically go and set those settings. So for example, here we don't have the beeping sound as soon as you go just a bit over the speed limit, which is mandatory by law to have, so easy way to, you know, configure that out here. Now also let me show you the sun visor. Hello there. Lights, and for the passenger as well. I also quite like the pattern here on the roof. Wheelbase length is 2 meters 54 centimeters. Now let's check out the situation at the rear bench. I quite like those hidden door handles at the rear, and you see the lovely pattern on the seats. Now let's hop in. There we go. And this is how it looks for me on 1.87 meters. So yeah, I could sit here for shorter drives probably. Okay, so here you see the cool lights as well as the cool pattern for the roofline. This is the situation for my head, again on 1.87 meters, and it's actually pretty okay for my head. And yeah, then the whole situation, I think, you know, for a shorter periods of time here at the back seat would be okay as well. But of course, I prefer the driver's seat of this car. And now the technical details. We will start with the model in our video that's got 150 horsepower electric motor. All models have the front wheel drive. So here we have the version with 150 horsepower, 110 kilowatts. And 8 seconds is the time to reach 100. Top speed is 150 kilometers per hour. This one has got the bigger battery, so the 52 kilowatt hour battery, giving it a WLTP range of 410 kilometers. And then there's also the option of 40 kilowatt hour battery. That one has the range of 312 kilometers by WLTP cycle. And then the power outputs, currently in Croatia there are 2 power outputs available. So either this 150 horsepower, which is 110 kilowatts, or you have the option of 90 kilowatt electric motor. So tell me in the comments, how would you spec this model? Let me show you the charging port once again. DC charging up to 100 kilowatts for the bigger battery, up to 80 kilowatt on the smaller battery, and then AC charging up to 11 kilowatts. Alright guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review of the new Renault 5. We are now going on a point of view drive. So stay tuned for that. I think you're gonna like it just as much as I will. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.